Chapter 18, The Boy Jesus. In a quiet workroom of their dwelling, the toddler Jesus, with olive-toned skin, dark curly hair, and deep brown eyes, was cradled in Mary's loving arms. He spoke to Joseph for the very first time. His small yet clear voice carried the weight of heavenly purpose as he addressed his earthly father. "My father, I came from heaven to be the light of the world and to rescue it from darkness. I have come to be a good shepherd, to teach them the way of heaven and to open its gates, which have been closed by their sins. I desire that you be a child of the light, which you have so close at hand." Overwhelmed by the divine words and the gentle authority of his son, Joseph fell to his knees, his heart soaring with humility beyond measure. With trembling awe, he replied, "That you, my Lord and Savior, have called me your humble servant moves my heart to such heights that words escape my tongue to express my truest feelings." Later, in the serene sanctuary of the child's room, Jesus sought out his mother. Mary, kneeling in quiet prayer, felt the soft touch of his small hand as it gently caressed her face. With a tender yet resolute tone, he said, "My mother, enter and remain with me always, so that you may imitate me in all my works. I wish for you to embody and exhibit the high perfection that I desire in all souls. I have chosen you as the vessel of all perfection and bestow upon you the treasures of my right hand, treasures that the rest of humanity have lost or abused." At these sacred words, Mary, filled with profound love and reverence, softly kissed her child's hand, a gesture that sealed the intimate bond between them and affirmed her role as the chosen vessel of divine grace. On the banks of a gentle winding river, the afternoon sun cast a warm, golden glow upon the rippling water and the soft earthen bank. There, among the murmur of flowing water and the distant chatter of the village, a small group of children of varying ages gathered in playful abandonment. Their laughter mingled with the rhythmic clatter of mothers busy at work, washing clothing in the cool, clear water, their hands moving in a practiced dance that spoke of tradition and care. Among these children, 3-year-old Jesus stood out with an unassuming quietness. In the midst of their frolic, as splashes and joyful shouts filled the air, he suddenly paused his play. With the serene composure of one far beyond his tender years, he walked over to a smooth, sun-warmed rock by the water's edge and sat down. One by one, the other children abandoned their games and clustered around him, settling in a circle at his feet. Their bright eyes shone with curiosity and admiration as they listened intently to the soft, gentle words that poured forth from their little teacher. Jesus spoke in simple words, but with an earnestness that belied his age, a message of hope, love, and wonder that resonated deeply within the hearts of his young audience. He described in simple yet profound language the beauty of the world around them, the power of kindness, and the secret of sharing joy, even in the smallest gestures. His words, tender and sincere, wove a tapestry of understanding that reached out to every eager ear, capturing the imaginations of his friends and inspiring them to dream of a brighter tomorrow. From a short distance away, Mary watched the scene unfold. Leaning against a nearby tree, her eyes were soft with love, and a knowing smile graced her face. In that quiet moment, she felt an indescribable mix of joy and awe, a deep maternal pride in the gentle wisdom that shone from her child. As she observed the simplicity and purity of his interaction with the other children, Mary's heart swelled with gratitude. She recognized in him the spark of divine light that promised to one day illuminate the darkest corners of the world. The gentle murmur of the river and the soft rustling of the leaves above provided a serene backdrop to this intimate scene of childhood wonder. In that tranquil space, time seemed to slow, and every detail, the sparkle in the children's eyes, the delicate cadence of Jesus' words, and the compassionate smile on Mary's face contributed to a moment of perfect harmony. It was a simple gathering on the riverbank, yet it carried the weight of promise and hope, hinting at the profound destiny that lay ahead for the child of God. This scene would play over many times over the next years as Mary would take the family's garments to wash at the river, as did the continued ritual of prayer in their home. In the quiet of their house, the air was heavy with both sorrow and sacred anticipation. In a small sunlit room, the now 5-year-old Jesus lay on the floor in a posture that evoked the symbolism of the cross. His tiny body was pale, and from his brow, beads of blood trickled slowly down his face, a sight that filled the room with a deep, ineffable sorrow. At his side, Mary, radiant even in her grief, was caught in a state of prayerful ecstasy. Overwhelmed by the vision of her child's pain, she fell to her knees and gently wiped the red streaks from his forehead. Tears streamed silently down her cheeks as she held back the wrenching pain in her heart, her love for him, a tender balm against the emerging sorrow. The following year, 6-year-old Jesus joined Joseph in his workroom. With a look of quiet determination, Jesus clutched a small tool, and Joseph, ever patient and loving, guided his hands as they worked together on a piece of wood. The rhythmic sound of their labor blended with soft words of instruction and encouragement, creating a moment of intimate bonding between father and son, a silent lesson in craft, care, and the beauty of creation. In another part of the humble dwelling, Mary busied herself in the kitchen. With graceful attentiveness, she arranged a plate of food for their noon meal. Her every gesture was infused with a deep sense of duty and affection, a constant nurturing presence that spoke of the love and commitment binding the family together. As evening fell, the family emerged into the cool twilight. Outside on the lively street, they walked together toward the temple, their laughter mingling with the sounds of daily life. The joy of being together was palpable, a welcome reprieve from the struggles of each day as they strolled along, their hearts light and hopeful. Inside Jesus' small, simple room, now that he had grown to 7 years old, a divine message was delivered. Mary and the young Jesus listened intently as a gentle, unseen voice conveyed that it was time for the family to return to Nazareth. There was a solemn resolve in the air as they prepared themselves for the next stage of their journey, a homecoming that resonated with destiny and promise. That night, in the quiet solitude of Joseph's room, he too received the sacred message. In a vision that unfolded before his eyes, he saw his family packing their few possessions and mounting mules to leave once more, venturing back into the desert. The vision, imbued with divine purpose, soon became reality, and the Holy Family found themselves arriving at their home in Nazareth. There they were greeted warmly by a dear female cousin, Martha, who had taken charge of the old house that once belonged to Mary's parents.